guys, it's Christy with Create with Christy. I'm going to do some follow-up on the last video of the iPad 101 series. I'm going to change the background to black so you can see better. So I clicked on background. I'm going to click on black that I already have here, or I'm going to double click and it's going to pop into black. All right, I'm going to get rid of that heart. I'm going to go back to You Are Loved. I want to center this, so I'm going to make sure I click on You Are Loved, and I'm going to click on the arrow, and I'm going to move it around just where I feel like it's more centered. One way to do that is to click on the wrench, click on the drawing guide here, and I can edit the drawing guide if I want to make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to change it to white so I think you can see it okay. But you can change the color of the drawing guide too. We're going to do white so you can see it best on that black. Okay, if I want to make it smaller, I can do that. And if I want to make it full size, ooh, that's big. I'm going to make it about right there. Okay, so we're done. You can take the drawing guide off anytime you want to by doing the toolbox and turning it off. We're going to keep it on here and see if we can kind of make sure this is centered. And the way I do that is I just look the furthest part out as I count. 1, 2, and over here, 1, 2, and from the top and the bottom, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down just a little, and it's just kind of eyeballing it. I just noticed I have something in the back. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that drawing grid now. Okay, so if we make a shadow here, it's not going to show up. So unless we have it in a different color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, first let's decide what color. Let's do gray and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to click on the layer. It's highlighted in blue, and I'm going to slide it to the left and duplicate it. Click on You Are Loved, select, fill layer. It's underneath here, hidden. I'm going to click on the arrow and slide it over. You like that? Can make it really exaggerated or not so much. I kind of like it right there. Okay, so now we can always change the background. We can leave it just like this. If I feel like it needs something. So let's do some flowers, like maybe some monoline drawn flowers. So I'm going to go to calligraphy, click on that monoline, and let's see what we can do. Right now it's just gray. Oops. Let's make a new layer. Did I do that? I did do that. Okay. So let's go back to white. I'm just doing a flower with some leaves. Okay. Now, let's drop and drag some colors to this. What color do y'all want to do? Let's do red. I'm gonna slide down and do some darker reds to add some depth and a little bit darker. Okay, let's do some leaves. Let's pick a green for that. Oops. Now the reason that happened is because my lines were not connected. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna make sure, look how ugly that is. If you want to clean that up, make it really, really big. I'm going to change this back to white. We want to connect this or it's just going to make the whole background And then right here, I'm going to connect this, or those two would be colored together. Let's go to erase. Let's just clean that up a little bit. Much better. Okay, much, much better. Pick a green that we like. Do a little bit darker for this one. If it's not enough for you, just do it again. Okay. Now, let's duplicate that and let's put it in some more corners. I'm gonna slide it over. What if I want it reversed? Go down here to the bottom, click flip horizontal, and there it goes. What if I want it flip vertical? There it goes again. I like to change them up so it's not too uniform. Let's go ahead and now, if we have these where we want, I'm going to move this one down just a bit. Again, you could click on your drawing guide and see if they're lined up pretty close. They look like it. Now, I'm going to keep that on because we're going to need it again. Now let's decide if we're happy with it, and if we are, we're going to click. I'm going to put these two layers together because that's going to make it easy to duplicate it and then have these two put down instead of trying to, let me show you, instead of trying to duplicate just one and move it down, get it in place. To me, it's easier. I'm going to click reset and it's going to go back. And then I'm just going to get rid of that one because I'm going to put these two together. There's two ways to put these two together. You can pinch and squeeze and put them together, or you can click and hit merge down. Okay, now we're going to duplicate it and move them down together. Get them lined up where we want it. And there we have it. I'm going to take the drawing grid off. And there's our project. You can always play around with the shadow, change the colors, see what you think. We could try red. I don't think I'm going to like red, but hey, how do you know unless you try it? So I'm going to click on that, select, fill layer. It's not bad. I'm not sure if I've shown you that before, how I got the color, just in case. So I click on the color that I want, hold it down, and make sure that whatever is highlighted is the color you're going to get. Okay, so let's see. Let's change it to green and see if we like it. Click, select, fill layer, and there's the green. Don't like it as much, so I'll just back click, reverse, not reverse, yeah, back click, and there we have it. Okay. So what do you think about these mini lessons? Did they help? Oops, I hope so. Okay. Now, what you could do is I'm going to take that background layer off. I kind of like it without it. And I want to put a line, just a thin line to kind of border it out. I really like to border stuff around the outside. So let's get our grid back. The reason I take it off sometimes is because it can be distracting. But what you could do is edit and change the opacity, whatever it's called, and slide it down to where it's just not as bright. Can you see that? It's more subtle, so it's not as distracting. Let's do that. But I still need it because I'm going to use it for my lines. Okay, this is a cool trick. When you draw a line, make sure you have the right brush first. I do. I want it to be some sort of thin. I'm going to take it and whoa, we have to have it, oh, new layer. So I'm going to take this line, I'm not worried about how straight it is, and I'm going to hold it down, and there it goes. It's straightening up by itself. And the last one. All right, guys, I really think that that is a good look. This would be really pretty on like on a card. You could print this out. You could send it to the printer. You just need to make sure that you have it the right size. I created this in an 8.5 by 11. So I would make everything smaller, just condense it. Let's put it all together. All the ones that are check marked, I think that's nothing. Okay, oh wait, let me show you this. I'm going to duplicate one. I want this one to be locked so nothing can happen to it, just in case I want to keep that. I'm just going to move it down out of the way, and then I'm going to uncheck it. Okay. All the ones that are checked, I'm going to squeeze these together like that, and then I'm going to highlight it. Whoops, remember it's got to be on the right one. I'm going to make it all smaller. Just like that. That way I have more border. That way if I want to print it, I'll make sure that it's not going to print off the edge or whatever. But when you create a card like this, you might want to do it in the beginning, like as a 5 by 7 or whatever card you want it to be. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the series. I feel like, I hope that I've given you enough tools to feel very confident to get started on making projects in your iPad, on your iPad. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to know more about how to do iPad lettering, I have a membership tribe. It's called Be the Light Lettering Tribe, and we do all kinds of projects. Not only will we do this here, but we might do the same exact thing and paint it on a canvas. So it's really neat to see the live physical product against the digital one. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and thanks again for watching. Bye.